Hello everybody, today we're going to talk about making Guru Geldin's face. You can see that the face is not completely centered, and of course we want to start with a center line, which if he was looking straight at the camera would just be a straight line. But like for instance this area here represents the forehead, and then like the eye line and a couple eyes. If it was looking straight at the camera, then the eye is typically about an eye width away from the sides of the face. So you'd have, an eye here, the eye width here, the actual eye width in between, actual eye, and eye width on the side. There's a modeling tool. Of course, that perspective changes when it turns side to side. And anyways, you would also want to keep your lines horizontal with the ears and the brow line and the mouth and the nostril line and all that. So anyways, constructing this is a very important first step in laying out the way that you want the face. If you want if you want your piece to turn out the way that you imagine it, whatever you're sculpting, these are just the simple first steps that you got to go through before you start really doing the artwork. Eyes are dynamic, so we'll put the eyes in real quick. These are dynamic shapes. In other words, I've got them set on hinge points over here. Ignore the horizontal eye line behind here, but if we come over here and grab this tool here and click on the eye, you'll see that you get these bars up here that should be one. Oh, now I've done it. Okay, see? Well, that's exactly it. That's more of a shut look, and then of course, more of a open look would be to grab this bar here and pull it down and towards the center more. If I pull it over here, you see it pulls the center that way. See, watch, I'll let go and the eye will be clear down here. See that? That's a crazy eye. That doesn't even look like an eye anymore. So that's why I use the green that you're seeing as a separate layer. And those were the base. Now I can make the eyes as closed as I want, or just the bottom lid closed, or all the way open. And I have control of the upper lid over here too. There we go. Okay, so now let's zoom back out to see the whole face. This character has eyelashes, so those needed to be done. And the dynamic part about eyelashes is that when the eyelashes are open, or the eyes are open, they're pointing up, and when they're closed, they're pointing down. So it has to be definitely a separate layer. I didn't give Anus the Troll eyelashes, but Geldin I did. So we'll turn on the eyelashes. Let's see. Eyelash left and eyelash right. You can see they're just subtle. That's actually horrible. Let me fix that real quick. It got smudged. I'm gonna come in here and see. I can come in here and fix that a little bit. So I just want to push that up. Do it like that, make it look normal. Maybe cut a little bit off over here. We'll leave that back in there. Okay, so then the eye retinas themselves are dynamic also because they move around. Oop, there's the ear. Because we're going to do an ear, you want it to be on there, and then there's no need for a left ear in this model. So we have the eyes right or left and the eye right. Now you can see they of course go up above the eyelids, so I had to create a separate version of them so I could shave them off. I wanted to save the original versions because I'm going to reuse them and I want them to always be the same size. So what I in turn had done was created the same shape, but then rasterized it, which means that I made it able to be erased, and that's what's going on here. I need to turn off eye right. There we go. I wanted to create the shading, which is most important because it's shaded from the light source is coming from his right, our left. And so yeah, I wanted to kind of create a potato shape for the general shape of his head to get rid of this pale background. So get rid of that and bring in the best kind of potato shape I can come up with. Now it's all jagged on the edges as you see there, but that's because I've created layers on top of it and have needed to go back behind the layers and chisel them back and erase them back. You'll see what I mean later. Well, for instance, his helmet. He has a helmet, so let's see. I'll turn the helmet on here. There. There's the base of the helmet, and of course a shine on it. I've created a dark shine for when his hood's up, but anywhere that the original potato shape stuck out, I wanted the helmet, of course, to be a perfect smooth sphere, so, or spherical. Anywhere that the base shape stuck out, I went with my eraser behind there and erased it back, and that explains the jaggedness that you see around here because the character has a beard and all that. So in shading the face, there's the dark brown, there's the medium brown, and there's a little face highlight. I put a little shine up there. And of course, when doing a cartoon, you want to keep the nose and the mouth completely separate so you can move them around and have them, you know, animate, just like the eyes. I was to bring my eraser over here and, erase a chunk out of there. See, the outline around it will follow because I have an outline assigned to it. So I wanted it because I had no way of keeping a line formed for that side of the face. The beard and the helmet and all that form this one, and the hood. Got the mouth. That's the upper lip. And the reason why this is all black here is, of course, because the mouth is going to open. So you have to create a mouth area behind it, or teeth, or whatever. And we've got the nose here, and of course the nose will change around a little bit. And the lower jaw. Now the lower jaw is a composite. Basically, the lower jaw is a composite of the same shaded layers of the face, but I needed them to be able to move all at once. So I composited the face after I drew it, and then split the mouth upper and lower. And that way you can see, you can move it up or down. Thus you can see why I needed that line there, and why that line doesn't matter. Is because it's basically the mouth is going to open and close along this faux kind of mustache line there. But so there you have it. That's Geldin, and that's how I've put together his face. Each one of these layers is completely hand painted. It is absolutely original. Oops, forgot about the eyebrows there, and there. And I wanted to kind of show you how his face was sculpted, and I'll turn on the rest of it now. Oh, well, while I got here, I don't know if you can still see it, but I'll turn that on. And you can see where the lines in the nose and the forehead all still kind of line up. I mean, it's never going to be exactly by the end of the project, but let's see. There's his hood. And his hood has some trim, which is the very top layer there. Turn on his hands and everything. He's got a robe. It's a warlock robe on his shoulders. And you see here. You see that thing? I don't know if it's already too small for the camera. But that is Guru Geldin of the Fail House Show. And I'm Mr. E. We'll see you next time.